Well, what's happening, YouTube? Uh, Ran my first three-gun match yesterday, and what an eye-opener. I tell you what, though. Well, let's start at the beginning. Got there early, not wanting. I wanted to get there and check things out. The night before, I had actually been out there sighting in the guns, making sure everything was good and that I was ready. And they had already set up the course, and unbeknownst to me, you can shoot on Saturday if you help set up and get your shooting out of the way, which in hindsight, had I knew, would have been a good thing, because Saturday was a beautiful day, sunny, nice temperatures. Sunday we woke to gloom and rain, and it turned to snow, and everything turned to mud, and everything that I owned and brought with ended up a complete mess, covered in mud, including me. The guns, magazines, ammo soaking wet, everything. Just a horrible day. At one point I couldn't feel my fingers. They actually hurt. I mean, painful, would not go away. You know, you're holding a metal barrel, and it was terrible. My buddy Jake went with me, stuck it out the whole time, so props to him for coming out and giving me a hand, and he actually filmed a little of the footage you'll see. It's not much to see, guys. Anyways, got there early, and the guy running the show, talked to him, and we started talking about the rifles I was going to use. And I said, yeah, I got this really cool AK, and he said, wait a minute, AK? I said, yeah, you can run AKs, you can run any semi-automatic pretty much in three-gun. And he said, oh, we don't allow those. I said, what are you talking about? Oh yeah, they tear up our steel targets. We had a match here and we had to replace everything. I said, well, what kind of steel targets are you running, I said, I shoot AR-500 targets all week long, and months and months, years, nothing happens to them, No, we just don't allow them. So, right there, all my planning went to hell, because I had planned to shoot this gun. 1x6 scope to get out, because we were shooting out to 200 yards in some cases, and perfect. I can adjust down to 1 power for the up close stuff, dial it in at 6 and crack a couple at 200 and keep on going. And you guys know, this is what I train with. I train with AKs. I mean, whether it's this one, I even had backup guns. I had this one ready to go with a 3 power. I had this one ready to go with a red dot, because I didn't really know the rules. I didn't know maybe you could switch rifles part way depending on the course or something. I kind of doubted it, but anyway, this was going to be my main gun. And now I can't shoot it. They will not allow AKs. Well, other than AKs, what do I own? I own, an AR. And I had brought it with, and it had been sighted in with these, backup sights. This was not on it. It was the only thing I had with me that I could even possibly put on. I didn't want to take that scope off the AK and have to resight everything in and all. So I had this red dot, and I figured, what the heck, I'll throw that on there, and shoot a lower class. And that didn't work out too well either, because I shoot a shotgun with a magazine, which automatically puts me into unlimited class, I find out. So now I'm shooting with a red dot at long distance, and that didn't work. And oh God, what else? The shotgun was jamming up for no unknown reason. I have no idea. It's been running perfect. This thing jammed up because I had turned the gas block down a notch. Well, with the colder temperatures and everything yesterday, guess what? I get to stage 2 and I got a bolt action. And it's jamming, and I couldn't even finish that particular course. Timed out on me because of that. It was just a mess. Had 135 seconds in penalties. I bet I had, I don't even know, 200, 300, 100, clearing jams and whatnot. Being my first class, I didn't engage a couple targets at all that I knew were there. Let me tell you something, when that beeper goes off, everything you know goes right out the window. Plus, the biggest thing was shooting that rifle, the safety totally. I'm so used to just swiping and going, and it was a mess. Ejected mags, and this thing was jamming like crazy, but I tell you what, when it ran, it was awesome. This EOTech 512 on here, incredible. You can pick up the targets so easy. I didn't miss a single shotgun target. Just smoked them. It was a little funny, guys giving you all kinds of advice, oh, well, you run this, run that, run this, and then they saw it run, and they're like, you're not running any chokes. I'm like, nope. So, you got helpful guys, it's like anything else. You got helpful guys, you got know-it-alls, you got, the equipment guys, gotta have this, gotta have that, and I don't know. Pistol, I was gonna run my 1911, well, I should have researched classes better, and again, it was just for fun, but I ran my XDM, totally 100% stock, terrible mushy ass trigger, but it functioned flawlessly. If it wasn't for the biggest things, if it wasn't for the AR not running, had I had a scope on the AR and had the shotgun not jammed up, probably would have been a good showing. As it was, I think I took, in unlimited class, I think I took second to last only to the guy that got DQ'd for dropping his gun. The other amateur that was out there, first timer, he finished above me, but by a significant margin, mostly because of that AR jamming and not being able to finish that course, and the multitude of other things. But looking back at it, it was a ton of fun. It was freezing cold. It was, for a first event, it couldn't have been worse. Could not have been worse between weather, equipment failures, just not knowing stuff and whatever. I promise you next time's going to be a ton better. If I can just get my guns to run and finish things and know what I'm doing, it'll be good. It'll be a lot better. So I'm looking forward to the next one in a little nicer weather, hopefully. And maybe I'll have to find some shoots where they do allow AKs. But kind of sucks that your home club that you join doesn't allow you to shoot your favorite weapon. So at least, I'm not saying at the range, just not in that competition. So maybe I gotta find something else if I want to do that. It was fun. This AR ran incredible. I'm gonna do a video on this. It's got this Krebs IMS system on it, and there is no recoil. You guys will see in the videos I post on here, it's just pop, 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 pop. It doesn't move. I mean, does not move. For an AR, it's a great gun. It's gonna work great if this is what I gotta shoot it. I just gotta get a 1x6 on it, and I think it'll work out good. Actually, could have used a bipod in a couple of sections where I could have saved some time. But and maybe go to a 9mm too. That might be a little easier. Although pistol ran great, I hit everything. That wasn't an issue. Actually, used the pistol very little yesterday. So anyhow, it was just a good match. It was a lot of fun. Check out some of the video I add into it. You'll see some of the jamming and other stuff. But yeah, it was cool. And we'll do a story on some of the guns here, and I'll get an update on the Vepr shotgun, showing you what went wrong there. I don't know what went wrong there. I even ran heavier shells to make sure it would run yesterday, and it did. So anyhow, God, I wanted to run my AK yesterday, and I got a lot of stuff on on another note, I got a lot of ideas and stuff and videos coming out. I just haven't had the time, but we'll try and get them caught up over the next week or so and get some stuff out to you guys. So just a quickie, let you know how the weekend went, how terrible it was. And took me all yesterday, and I still got stuff to clean up. I had to take mags apart. Everything was drenched. Had to take mags apart, had to dry out cases, clean guns, Reeboks ammo that was soaked. I mean, it was terrible. Sliding around in the mud, all kinds of stuff. But I guess that's how it's supposed to be, and that's it's good training all in all. I surprised myself in a lot of ways, finding out what I could do and couldn't do. Well, very little I could do, just need to do it a little better. But really a true test of the equipment, and what you think is running well isn't running well. And doing it lets you make that equipment that much better and make the changes you need to. So I encourage you all to get out there and try it. You're not going to be embarrassed. Trust me, I didn't have a belt. I was sticking mags in pockets. Try running around with 3 of these steel mags loaded with 10 rounds of shotgun shells and slugs dangling in your pockets as you're trying to run. Look, you can see everything's all muddied and cracked up. But yeah, that's another thing. A belt with being able to reach my mags might be I don't know, good for 50 seconds or so. But yep. It's don't be embarrassed to get out there. Bring what you got, stick it in your pockets, put a pouch on, whatever you got laying around, bring it. Nobody's going to give you crap for it. Matter of fact, they'll help you out. They actually had, one guy was running a pump, and they had those shell racks you could borrow. So that was kind of cool. You need a cart too. Holy crap, lugging that stuff from station to station is terrible. So anyways, you learn, get out there and try it. That's a big thing. If you don't try it, you're never gonna know. By the last station, I was glad the last station was over because it was so cold. But if you don't get out and try it, you'll never know what it's like. You'll never know how your equipment can function, how you'll function, and what you need to better. And get out and do it. That's all I can tell you. So we'll get some more videos rolling, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for buying some raffle tickets. Check out that video. There's some great prizes. Thanks for the subscriptions, the views, everything. Things are going good. I appreciate everything. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.